Jungkook's unusual reaction when asked about BTS leaves fans wondering. Hello K-pop lover. In a world that never stops watching, where every movement is recorded, and every word becomes a headline, lives a man known to millions as Jungkook. Golden Maknae. Vocal powerhouse. Dance prodigy. Idol of idols. But beyond the lights and stages, there's Jungkook, the human being. And on one seemingly ordinary day, during one seemingly harmless interview, something happened. Something subtle, yet deeply telling. A moment that would stir a tidal wave of emotions in fans across the globe. The question that changed everything. It started off light-hearted. Jungkook was in the middle of an online interview, one of many he's done before. Smiling gently. Engaging with the host. Laughing occasionally, as he always does. He looked healthy, calm, and composed. But then, just as the interview was about to wrap up, the host asked, "If you could speak freely, what do you miss most about BTS right now?" The question lingered in the air. Jungkook froze for a moment. His lips parted slightly, but no words came out immediately. His eyes, previously so full of warmth, suddenly dimmed, just a flicker, but it was there. He looked down, then to the side. His jaw clenched faintly. And finally, he replied in a hushed tone. "I miss them, but things feel different now." That's all he said. But for millions watching, that single sentence echoed louder than any concert scream. Silence speaks volumes. What followed was chilling in its own quiet way. The air around Jungkook shifted. It was no longer the bubbly, light-hearted atmosphere of earlier. There was weight behind his silence. A heaviness that fans could feel even through their screens. The host tried to smile and move on, but Jungkook's aura remained distant. His eyes, usually so expressive, looked far away, as if he wasn't in the room anymore. And in that moment, the world saw not the idol Jungkook, but the man, raw, real, and vulnerable. Global reactions, shock and worry. The internet, of course, exploded. Clips of Jungkook's expression flooded X, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Fan accounts dissected every millisecond of the moment. Some noticed the slight tremble in his voice. Others pointed out how he played with his fingers, a known nervous habit. Hashtags trended globally. #protect Jungkook. #we miss BTS. #Jungkook is not okay. Thousands of fans posted their thoughts, their fears, their hopes. Some cried openly on live streams. Others made video essays analyzing the situation. A storm had begun, and it wasn't dying down. Theories began to emerge. And then came the theories. What did Jungkook mean by things feel different now? Some believed it was the natural effect of military service, each member living separate lives, and Jungkook feeling the gap. Others suggested deeper possibilities. Was there internal conflict within BTS that fans didn't know about? Was Jungkook struggling with the pressure of being the only member actively promoting before enlistment? Had something changed in their relationship as brothers, not just bandmates? Others speculated it was about the company, perhaps he felt creatively restricted. Or perhaps, behind the scenes, there was tension, decisions made without him. Silence enforced by contracts. A look back at BTS Brotherhood. To understand the pain in Jungkook's words, fans began revisiting memories. Clips of BTS laughing in hotel rooms. Taehyung teasing Jungkook. Jimin hugging him tightly during concerts. Jin proudly calling him "our baby." Namjoon placing a protective hand on his shoulder. The contrast was sharp. How could things feel different now? What had changed? Was the family drifting apart? Fans searched for clues. Fans began to look closer. After the interview, Jungkook's behavior changed slightly. He stopped updating regularly on Weverse. His Instagram was wiped clean. Even fan-taken photos at the gym showed a different aura, focused, yes, but distant. Withdrawn. In one clip, Jungkook is seen walking past a group of fans in public. He didn't wave. He didn't smile. He kept his head down. That moment broke hearts. Because Jungkook has always been warm, even when tired. Something wasn't right. Experts weigh in what Jungkook might be feeling. Mental health advocates and psychologists began offering insight. What Jungkook displayed in the interview, long pauses, suppressed emotion, gaze avoidance, could be signs of emotional suppression. He might be experiencing grief. Not in the traditional sense, but grief over change. The loss of routine, of shared laughter, of familiar voices. Artists often suffer what's called identity fatigue, the crisis of being too well-known, too adored, and too misunderstood. And Jungkook, who grew up under the spotlight since age 15, may be feeling it now more than ever. Hidden messages in his songs? Some fans return to Jungkook's solo music, convinced he's been telling us something all along. In Still With You, he sings, "Was it a dream? I see you when I close my eyes. In My You. The more I think about it, the more it hurts." Suddenly, these lyrics sound like veiled messages. Is he longing not just for ARMY, but for the days when BTS was whole? Is he using melody to say what he can't express in interviews? ARMY's global movement to support him. Fans weren't passive. Armies around the world mobilized with love. Digital banners. Charity projects. Streaming parties. Giant LED billboards in New York, Tokyo, London, all lit up with "Jungkook, we're with you." Even children wrote letters. Elderly fans held signs at BTS cafes. A silent army spoke loudly, without judgment, without pressure. Only love. Jungkook breaks his silence. Weeks later, Jungkook finally returned to Weverse Live. His voice was soft. His hair slightly longer. He looked older, not in age, but in spirit. And then, he spoke. "I'm sorry I've been quiet. I've had a lot on my mind. Things are changing. And change is hard. But I'm still here. I still love singing. I still love BTS. And I love you all. Please, just be patient with me." His eyes glistened. And the chat box flooded with hearts, tears, and comforting words. Jungkook is not just an idol. He's a mirror to our hopes. A reflection of our fears. A reminder that even the brightest stars sometimes dim. Not to disappear, but to rest. And when Jungkook said things feel different now, he wasn't giving up. He was just being honest. Honest about the pain of growing up. The fear of losing what you love. And the courage it takes to face the world anyway. To Jungkook, if you're listening, thank you. For your strength. Your vulnerability. Your truth. We're not going anywhere.